Hey, hey, howdy, Ice Richard here, and this is just gonna be a chill live stream. I got homework to do, so I'm gonna be doing that. Uh, I felt like I could make this into sort of an announcement video of sorts as well. There probably won't be any updates this coming up week, which I'm sorry, but that's just mostly because last weekend I didn't get to do any updates, and this week I won't be able to do any, not updates, but editing. So we'll probably be a week or two without stuff until I can get that stuff back on track. I will still be recording that way on Saturday. Hopefully it's just a boom, 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 boom. Of edits. I'll probably record something else after this and upload it tomorrow. That will be my Friday upload, a quick 30-second talk about doing this. It's literally just going to be me doing homework and listening to this, hopefully royalty-free music. If not, I can take it down, but that's what this says. 10-hour gaming music mix. 10 hours of no copyright sounds. There is a link to it in the description if you want to see it, I'm pretty sure. Let me just, I guess, double check on that. Yeah. But yeah, no, this is gonna be a good time if anyone wants to chat. Maybe I should just say something here and people will see it. So I guess I'll send that. It'll pop up there. Hopefully, I guess if anyone comes in, they'll see it. I should get water. I'm actually doing laundry as well, so I got about 38 minutes before I have to go out and leave to do that. But you guys are more than welcome to just chill and stay in here. The homework I'm doing is I have to make some, whatchamacallem, annotated bibliographies. Or, well, yeah, I guess more than one. So, I'll be reading stuff, and I can maybe read it out loud to y'all if you want. I'm gonna turn my fan to me, so hopefully it's not too loud. Usually, my mic picks up wind and other things. And I mean, this is gonna be some good practice as well, because it's gonna get me to talk normal, to articulate, and to not breathe into the mic all the time. And if you want, I can turn it on. I have it set up to where you can see what I'm doing on my browser. Of course, none of my tabs. I don't really have anything to hide though, but I don't know. Everyone else kind of cuts out the top portion, so I thought, might as well. So just let me know if you want to see, what I'm reading, what I'm up to, what I'm typing. I can quickly go back to the live stream music or not the live stream music, but the 10-hour music, and you guys can see that, see some of the stuff in my suggestions if you want. But yeah, no, I'll just be chilling here doing homework, and I'd appreciate if anyone would want to talk or chat or anything. I'm not really going to share this out just because it is going to be me here sitting and talking and reading and being quiet. But I figured since I won't really be able to get much out this coming up week, I figured I might as well do this. Expect a live stream Thursdays again. I guess around this time, hopefully earlier, just because somehow Thursdays became my live stream days, and actually I don't completely hate it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and a Thursday live stream. So hopefully you can play more Stranded Sails. I love that game, and they're putting up updates. They're fixing any bugs as fast as they can, and they're just doing such a great job on that. So I guess if you have any questions about that game, I can talk about that too. But I have to read The Tragedy of the Commons, written by Garrett Hardin, all the way back in 1968. I'm gonna skim through this. If you want me to read out loud, just say something down in the chat, I guess. I don't even know if there's really anyone watching. I do have it open on my phone just so I can somewhat hear myself in the background, but that's not gonna be my main focus. So I can somewhat read the chat, but again, I do want to focus on homework and type and get some stuff done. Because, let me think. I got looks like 1, 2, 3. 3 more. I have to write 4 more because I think I've written 2. So I've written 3. I need 4 more, so I need 5 more to write. And it's due next Thursday, and then I also have some other homework for the same class. It's again due that Thursday, and it's a half a page, a paragraph to a half a page of stuff. Because it is an annotated bibliography, so that's what all that is. Um, so yeah, I guess I'm just gonna get started. I'll shut up now, or if you guys want me to keep talking again, just kind of say something. Uh, it's not gonna be too exciting of a stream right now, but maybe later on, who knows who will pop in? You know, I think everyone I really know is asleep. Uh, I don't want to be too distracted, so I probably won't be any voice calls. But if it's something easy, you know, next time, maybe if you guys just want to chill or something or other. Um, so yeah, please like leave comments and such, and just join me and chill. It does say there's one concurrent viewer, but I don't know if it's reading that as just me, because I have it, like I said earlier, I have it open up on my phone, so it can count that as a viewer. I don't know. I don't really know how that works with the same account, just on different devices. And I have about 33 minutes, so I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna start reading, and I'm probably gonna go to 11:30 or 12 because my laundry's done at 11:30, and I got to pack. So I might stop in the 45 minutes, and hopefully I can read and get some stuff done. I don't think I'll be taking my laptop with me to the dance competition I'm going to, just so that I don't have to worry about losing my laptop or anything. But that just means I won't get any work until Sunday, and I have statics due on Sunday that I'll have to do Sunday. I could try to do it tomorrow, but class is canceled, so he can't help us. It's somewhat different, I guess, than what we've been doing. It's the same stuff. But yeah, no, I just thought this would be a nice little update, show stream, you know, get some work done. And I say that, but I've been talking for the past 7 minutes, just nonstop. And I don't know if I can multitask all too well. So I guess I'll zip my mouth, and if you want to send me anything, just, yeah. At the end of the thought, so, you know, come dance along to the music. Maybe well, that'd be nice to get a nice camera and then put it on my face, and then you can see me dance and be stupid. I do have my computer's webcam, but I don't know how reliable that's going to be. Getting way too into the music, man. I can't be doing that. Just powers continue to look for solutions in the area of science and technology. Only the results will be to worsen the situation. So when I was making this live stream, I put it on as an education thing because I am doing homework and I'm just chilling. So does that count? Subject article: national security in a nuclear world. So why this one? Why the tragedy of commons? I'm pretty sure that's the one he told me to look into, but it looks like this is talking about nuclear warfare. So I would like to focus your attention on the subject of this article, national security in a nuclear world, but on the kind of conclusion that reached, namely that there is no technical solution to the problem. An implicit and almost universal assumption of discussions published in professional and semi-popular journals is that the problem under discussion is a technical solution. A technical solution may be defined as one that requires a change only in techniques of natural science, demanding little or nothing in the way of change in human values or ideas of morality. So I think he wanted me to tie it into a whole, like, idea of it. Not engineering economics, which I have a quiz on that tomorrow, so hopefully that goes well. Engineering ethics and impact on society. So let's look at the notes he had put on my last homework. Consider looking at Garrett Hardin's The Tragedy of Commons, Environment 2 subfolder, as well as an expert from I think you'll find this material insightful. So Mm, nuclear world, but on the kind of conclusion they reach, namely that there is no tentacle. Okay, so in our day and age, is that not earlier? Always welcome because of previous failures of prophecy. It takes courage to assert that it's possible. Because of previous failures in prophecy, it takes courage to assert that a desired technical solution is not possible. Weisner and York exhibited this courage. Publishing a science journal, they insisted that the solution to the problem was not to be found in the natural sciences. Phrase, it is often considered professional judgment. Whether they were right or not is not the concern of the present article. Rather than the concern here is the important concept of a class of human problems, which can be called no technical solution problems, and more specifically with the judge just identification and discussion of one of these. I wonder if I can read stuff online for live streams. That'd be fun. Like a monthly book club. I'm gonna look that up. Can you read books on YouTube live? Sure. So looks like there are. Can you legally read books on what YouTube? Record your recording of it for your personal use. You should not upload it to YouTube or other sharing sites. Note that in different countries. Negative, in my opinion, I want to improve my skills. Therefore, I wonder if I can read books aloud online. Could I publish videos on YouTube? Is that legal? If the book you read is in the public domain, you should be fine. Otherwise, what you're doing is copyright infringement, probably not protected. One of the rights granted to copyright holders is to control derivative works and transfers to different mediums under U.S. law. Whether an instance of copyright infringement is fair use is escalated on case-by-case basis, waiting for the purpose of character when use and issue copyright work, what amount of proportion. Non-law point one depends on what you do in your video, unless you monetize your YouTube video, in which case it's likely to be decided against you. But if you're merely reading the book aloud, it's unlikely to be in your although it may not be against you as an educational tool. Point two depends on what is being read. Informative work, textbook being more likely to be fair use than creative work. Novel depends on what portion of your work you use. Since you're presumably reading the whole book, this most would certainly be against you, as you're essentially creating an unauthorized. Okay, you can read a book aloud. You can record your reading of it for personal use. You should not upload to YouTube or other sharing sites. All right. Guess maybe you should stop reading this article. I mean, it's like a scientific journal, so I guess it's okay. What's my dad? What did my dad send me? Oh, he saw my just a 3D thing. Don't know what it's called. But yeah, welcome to the little chill chat. I'm trying to do homework, Pops. Yes. Well, I say I'm trying to do homework, but again, here I am blabbering on and reading stuff about reading books online. Cautionary qualifying statement. Where was I? Time cycle solution is always welcome. That is our technical solution. A possible. Okay, I read that one. Is used to show the class, not a no class. Recall the game of tic-tac-toe. Consider the problem. How can I win the game of tic-tac-toe? It's well known that I cannot if I assume in keeping with the conventions of game theory that my opponent understands the game perfectly. But another way, there is no technical solution to the problem. I can win only by giving a radical meaning to the word win. I can hit my opponent over the head, or I can drug him, or I can falsify the records. Every which way I win involves some sense of abandonment of the game, as we instructively understand. I can also, of course, openly abandon the game, refuse to play, and this is what most adults do. Oh, jeez, man, this isn't going to be very helpful. He said it was going to be insightful, but it didn't say it was going to be helpful. Committee convinces a member of the class. How committee? It is fair to say that most people who anguish over the population problem are trying to find a way to avoid the population. Population, as it says, needs to tend to grow geometry. Let's say. Technology is clearly greatly increasing. Well, can support only a finite population, therefore population growth must eventually equal zero in the case of perpetual Wi-Fi. Versus the theoretical one is not mathematically possible to maximize for two or more variables at the same time. Dun. So I think this basically just means I'm gonna have to find more sources than these, because he did, like I said earlier, he said it was just gonna be insightful and not helpful. So much for thinking he'd give me recommendations for stuff. Man, this is gonna be like staying up late and everything on Sunday. I'll probably have to pull an all-nighter on Sunday. Um, generation probably go work. You want the maximum good per person, but what is good? To one person, it is wilderness. To another, ski lodges for thousands. To one, it's just numerous ducks for hunters to shoot. To another, it's factory land. Comparing one good with another is usually impossible because good are incommensurable cannot be compared. Maybe true, but no. There's no doubt that in fact he already does, but unconsciously is one of the hidden decisions. The problem for years ahead is to work out an acceptable theory of weighting. Synergetic effects, nonlinear variation, difficulties in discounting the future, mixing international. Hence, any cultural groups solve the practical problem. Of course, a positive growth rate must be taken as evidence. However, this must be annoying to hear. Just me going. We can make little progress in working towards optimizing population size until we especially exercise the spirit of Adam Smith. To go to practical demography and economic affairs, the wealth of nations, populate the invisible hand, the idea that an individual who intends only his own gain is, as it were, led by an invisible hand to promote the public interest. Yeah. I don't really know how I'd be able to incorporate this into my annotated bib and my whole article as a whole. This picture Pesca often. As rational beings, each herdsman seeks to maximize his gain. More or less. What is utility to me? So I feel like I can reference this, but it shouldn't be something I really write about, because this seems to be something it is talking about maximizing gain and happiness and everything. But then that means, to one, it's conserving the amount of fish for future generations, and the other one, it was just business and get all the fish. So I won't write about it, but I will keep this as, like he said, an insightful thought. I think I'll just kind of go through it and finish reading it. Rational herdship concludes that the only sensible course for him to pursue is to add another animal to his herd, another. Each and every rational herdsman sharing a common their own tragedy. Each man is locked into a system that compels him to increase his herd without limits. So yeah, I can definitely reference this, because one of my things I talk about is the growing power of fishing vessels, and so I can reference this, the tragedy of the commons, of people wanting to increase their production of fish and profits, and talk about how it does have a limit, though, with, you know, how much fish are still in the ocean, how many people are out there fishing, how much they're selling for, I guess. Occurred a few years ago, Massachusetts shows how during Christmas shopping season, the parking meters downtown recover plastic bags that bore tags and do not open until after Christmas. Free parking courtesy of the mayor and city council. In other words, facing the prospect of an increased demand for an already scarce space, the city fathers reinstituted the systems of commons. Cynically, we suspect that they gained more votes than the lost by the Return Act. In an approximated way, the logic of the commons has been understood for a long time. Perhaps since the discovery of architecture of this private property and real estate, but is understood most only in special cases, which are not sufficiently generalized even at this late date. Cattlemen leading national lands of the western ranges demonstrates no more. Channing constantly pressuring federal authorities to increase the head counts to the point where organizing produces erosion and weed dominance. Likewise, the oceans of the world continue to suffer from the survival of the philosophy of the commons. Maritime nations should respond to automatically ship with the freedom of the seas, professing to believe. Okay. Well, it did mention the oceans, and I am working about the fishing industry and such. Fruit Scammer put up another video. Man, that's two within a few hours. He is a bold one, he is. Uh, Cross the. I got 20 minutes to finish this article. National Parks present another insurance to working out tragedy of the commons. At present, they are open to all without limit. The park themselves are limited to extent. There's only one Yosemite Valley, whereas population seems to grow without limit. The values that visitors seek in the park are steadily eroded. Plainly, we must soon cease to treat the parks as commons, or there will be no value to anyone. We must sell them off as private property. We might keep them as public property, but locate them. The violation might be on the basis of wealth. Use of the auction system must be on the basis of merit. Pollution. In the reverse way, the tragedy of the commons appears in problems of pollution. Here it is not a question of taking something out of the commons, but putting something in, sewage or chemical, radioactive, and heat waste into water, noxious and dangerous fumes into the air, and distracting and unpleasant advertising signs on the line of sight. The national man finds that his share of the cost of the waste he discharges into the commons is less than the cost of purifying his water before releasing them. Since this is true for everyone, we lock the system of fouling our own nests, so long as we behave only as independent, rational, free enterprises. Interesting. Food basket or something formally like it, but the air and water surrounding. Has the pollution problem? Functional pollution does. Using the commons as his pool does not harm the general public. 150 years ago, Plains men could kill an American bison, cut out only the tongue for his dinner, and discard the rest of the animal. He was not in any important sense being wasteful. Today, with only a few thousand buffalo left, he would be appalled at such behavior. In passing, it is worth noting that the morality of an act cannot be determined from a photograph. One does not know whether a man killing an elephant or setting fire to the grassland is harming others until one knows the total system in which his act appears. One picture's worth 1,000 words, says in ancient Chinese, but it takes 10,000 words to validate it. It is time to do ecologists and reforms in general to try to persuade others by way of photographic shortcuts. But the essence of an argument cannot be photographed, it must be presented rationally in words. So that's kind of like they took a picture of an elephant hunter, and we think he's just killing an elephant, but really he's taking care of an older, crazed elephant that's causing havoc, which they do, I believe. Morality is system-sensitive escape from tension. Freedom to breed. Tragedy of the commons is involved in population problems in another way in a world governed solely by the principle of dog eat dog. If indeed there ever was such a world, how many children a family had would not be a matter of public concern. Parents who bred too exuberantly would leave fewer descendants, not more, because they would be unable to care adequately for their children. Such a negative feeling. If each human family was dependent on its resources, if the children of impoverished parents starved to death, if, thus, overbreeding brought its own punishment to the germline, then there would be no public interest in controlling the breeding families. But our society is deeply committed to the welfare state, and hence is confronted with another aspect of the tragedy of commons. How shall we deal with the family, the religion, the race, the class, or indeed any distinguished or previous group that adopts overbreeding as policy to secure its own... I don't even know what it means. To cover the concept of freedom to breed with the belief that everyone born has an equal right to commons is to lock the world into a tragic course of action. It's just... Describes the family as a natural fundamental unit of society. It's painful to have to deny. Ay, man, this is feeling that nations are last. Conscience is self-annihilating. It is a mistake to think that we can control the breeding of mankind in the long run by an appeal to conscience. Charles Galton Darwin made the point when he spoke of the centennial publication of his grandfather's great book. The argument is straightforward and Darwinian. People vary. Confronted with appeals to limit breeding, some people will undoubtedly respond to the plea more than others. Those who have more children will produce a larger fraction of the next generation than those with more susceptible consequences. It will be accumulated generation by generation. To do Darwin's words, it may well be that it would take hundreds of generations for the progressive instinct to develop in this way, but if it should do so, nature would have taken her revenge, and variety Homo contrapians would become extinct and would be replaced by variety Homo progenitivus. Should be enough commandments. Every man that's caught in what Branson is called a double bind. Co-workers have made a plausible case for viewing the double bind as an important considered factor. Bum, bum, dun, bum, bum, bum. No good has ever come from feeling guilty, neither intelligence, policy, nor compassion. The guilty do not pay attention to the object, but only to themselves, and not even to their own interests. Which might make sense, but to their anxieties, one does not have any to be professional psychiatrist to see the consequences of anxiety. No, I thought for a second I thought this was like Ugandan knuckles or something. Because I thought you said we have to protect the queen or something or other. Since proof is difficult, Mushi Cursorian, what she agreed upon. Some sort consider bank robbing. The man who takes the money from bank access at the bank were commons. How do we prevent such an action? Certainly not by trying to control his behavior solely by a verbal appeal to a sense of responsibility. Rather than rely on propaganda, we follow Franco's lead and insist that a bank is not a commons. Well, I don't think I quite understand what it means by a commons. Just something we can take advantage of, maybe? It's really the only way I can see that. So we try to enjoy it, or even to pretend we enjoy it. Who enjoys taxes? We all grumble at them, but we accept it. Chance of commas needs to be perfectly just to be preferable. So... Okay. Ooh, okay. And it is one of the... Man, I was hoping it was going to be helpful. Okay, well, let's look at Thinking in Systems by Donella Meadows. Danielle? Donella. I think it's Donella. Okay. Well, sadly, that's not something we can really use. So, I'll have to get rid of it. Oh, we're still at square one. Well, heck, if anything, we're back one since, whatchamacallit. Now we have to find all 5 or 4, because I think I still have the one that's good. So, part 1, system structure, behavior, systems, and us. Cheating, creating change. I don't even know where to start with this one. The basics, the brief visit to the system zoo, what system works so well, why systems surprise us, system traps and opportunities. So yeah, this is just going to be another one that's like good to look at and good to have, I guess. But it doesn't exactly help me in any way. Okay. Well, I think I have these links saved. Let me see. Okay. PDF. Okay, so it looks like I don't have this one. So I'll copy. And don't pull out my headset. Thinking in Systems. Meadows PDF. And try to get the comments. Oh, well, there's Thinking in Systems. What website does that take me to, though? Oh, yeah, that was the try to get comments twice. Okay, I was about to say. Well, back to square zero, I guess. Honestly, this playlist isn't too bad. And all 171, Symbolism Part 2, Ruby, Puzzle VIP, Biscuit Extended Mix. We're 30 minutes in. So what's this one called? This is Dino. Up next is Ignoring My Heart. Interesting. Zigzag, zigzag. So yeah, like you said, it does look like some of them repeat, but that's cool. Okay, sorry about that. I just want to take a small little break, I guess. Isn't it just fun to make noises? Paste and go. So, on the creeping increase of vessels fishing power. So this is one that I'ma need because contribution presents synthesis via semographic regression of estimates and slow increase of technological efficiency or creep factor. So yeah, this is about to talk creep factor, and which it's technology getting better and better, and it's always going to be better than the previous generation, unless it's an iPhone or Android, because both of them pretty much release the same phone, just small upgrades here and there. This factor is used in fisheries science to adjust for the gradual increase in effectiveness of fishing gear, resulting from the successive introduction of technological improvement to fishing gear and vessels. Another 51 estimates of this creep factor, mostly around 2 to 4%, I guess, per year, and covering periods from 4 to 129 years. We assembled or newly calculated from secondary data and shown to decrease as the period covered increase. The findings compatible with the hypothesis that creep factors are usually estimated and published to correct for the introduction of effective new technology over a short period of time. We suggest that estimates obtained in this fashion cannot be applied to long-term analysis and propose instead our empirical relationship, derived from estimates of creep factors and the number of years covered in the study. Also, our study confirms that technological creep must be included in all analysis involving time series of fishing effort, particularly if they exceeded 1 decade in temporal coverage. Cool, I guess. I really need to do good this semester. I need to get 0.1 point. So I guess I can. I don't even want to risk it. So I'm gonna just try and get as many A's as I can. But no, I put this off probably a lot more than I should have, and I didn't even think, I guess, about it. And hell, we're already almost halfway done with the semester. Just assignment, final exam. So hopefully, I don't have to take my final exam for statics, and I get an A for the class, because that's what I want. I'm at, 118 out of 140? So I'm at an 84. And if I put in the extra credit, there's an extra 10 points right now. So that's 91. So if I do good on my next test, which is out of 100, let me see, what's the lowest I guess I can get? So let's say I get a 70, so that's 188 out of 240. Yeah, no, I gotta get better than that. And so 198, that's an 80. Well, hell, I need to get a 90. So it's 208 out of 240. That's 86. So if I get a 90 plus the extra 10, that's a 90.8. If I get another 87 on top, or with the bonus points, that's an 89.5. So he might curve that one. And I need to keep doing good on the homeworks, and I need to do better on the quizzes because I did good on the first two, and I did average on 3 and 4. So I need to do better on 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I need to do the extra credit given because that's 10 extra test points and 300 or 30 extra quiz points. So let's see, what are these guys' references? I'm gonna just yoink a few from here. Global Fishing Award 2010, 1996, 2011. It's really hard to find anything for fishes. Advances in fishing power, study spanning 50 years. 2/8, 2016. Estimating fisheries reference points. I honestly have, again, like no idea. And you know what? It's completely my fault. I didn't think it was gonna be this hard, really. I mean, I typed out 3 fairly quickly, but that was because I already had the stuff for them. But I'm gonna have to sit down and actually like look through all of these. And I think this reference document's already gonna be pretty good, but I need something better. Google Scholar, I think it's called, where I can like go and stand on the shoulders of giants. So yeah, articles. Fishing vessels, technology, I guess, because that's what the project is that we get. Um, I sent you a movie. Night we love you. Stay warm. Yes, sir. Y'all stay warm. So probably over the weekend, I'll spend a little time looking for stuff on my phone. Recent developments of refrigeration technology and safety of marine. Actually, I should look up um, sea life depletion or fishing. Let's see, fishing vessels effect on sea life population, maybe. You know, I'm impressed that like I've been going for about 30ish minutes. Oh hell, 40 minutes. I have to go leave soon. This mean fish rate by catch and effects on sea bird population. So yeah, it's not just fish. Humans in line understanding the impact of fisheries by catch. Let's see, that's 2004. Let's say since 2015. Climate change is possible food security. Impacts on noise and marine life. Vessel noise cuts down. Commercial fish, potential bycatch. Annual surveil properties. Population density and climate shape. Impact of motorboats on fish. Embryos. Fishing vessels. Technological creep. Use rich track attendance. Russian noise effect on the creeping increase of fishing vessels' power. So 2019, 2016. Ecology and Society.org. Is this already what I have? Yeah, this is already the document I have. Evolution of global marine fishing fleets on the need to study fishing power change. Oil for fish. Fisheries discusses new technology. Fishing efforts. So I guess as soon as my phone goes off, I'm gonna end the stream. Oh, well, hell, I say that and we only have 10 seconds left. But I'll probably stay up a little bit longer. Well, I have to pack, and I guess I'll have to go to bed. Improvements in the interpretation of fishing effort and pressures and mixed fisheries and using spatial overlap. And there goes my alarm. Overfishing is what the term. So overfishing. I think was Google News as well. Energy pollution. Ending overfishing while catching more fish. That might be a good one. Cause let's see, Google News. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go through Google Scholar and Google News, uh, in order to really find stuff. Let's see, overfishing. Oop. Overfishing. Overfishing ban. Overfishing is emptying our seas. Staying over 1% tuna. What's tuna fish? I can use this to look for a good article. Ocean, more sea cod. And sea commercial fishing, overfishing juvenile mackerel. So a lot of these are talking about overfishing and fishing vessel technology. 'Cause that's what I really want. How to fight illegal fishing, overfishing in Italy, safeguarding the world's largest tuna fishery. I mean, we depend on, fish and everything else. So, I mean, hey, how satellites are used to combat illegal fishing. That's, new technology allows fleets to double fishing capacity and deplete fish stocks faster. It's a website. I don't think he wants us to be using too many websites. He wants us to actually be using articles and scholar stuff. So overfishing and shipping vessel technology. All the boats in the ocean. How government subsidies lead to global overfishing. Links between overfishing, induced marine fish stocks depleted, and forced labor slavery. That's not stuff I'm looking for. Change relative fishing power index. Okay. Anywho, I guess thank y'all so much for joining me here, even if it was only for a little while. I felt like I had to do something tonight, and a short homework study stream isn't too bad, Obviously, I'm not gonna nag y'all to like and subscribe and all that, but hey, you can if you want. I'll try not to do these off too often. I'll probably be on days where I feel like I can't record and I just need help focusing, even though it helped out a little bit. I realized I need to actually find stuff. But this is just gonna take some deep fishing vessels technology evolution. That should be good. But yeah, this is gonna take some real diving into, and I'll have to look for stuff that's not 3 years old or older. So like 2016 to now would be preferable. But hopefully I can find stuff still. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. If you did, stay kind, be awesome. Tip waitresses a heck of a lot. I'll be seeing all of y'all next time. Peace out.